Good morning, and welcome to your daily Farm and Home Show, brought to you by the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service. And now, here's your host. Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. When you think of February, a lot of times you think of flowers, and Kristin Hildabrand, Warren County Extension Agent for Horticulture, is here to tell us all about them.
Oh yes, like I get really excited. I had a hard time selecting some of my flowers because, you know, I just love them all. And so what I wanted to talk about on Farm and Home today was just about, you know, flowers in general, especially for Valentine's Day, because that is like the biggest market possible for Valentine's Day is all the flowers that we get in. And they provide a lot of joy for us and happiness. I know I get really excited when I think about flowers, and two, it's like a really great expression of love. So if you think about it, a lot of romantics are buying, you know, flowers, not only flowers but candy and cards for all their Valentine's Day, you know, people that are in their life. So flowers really do convey a lot of different meanings and stuff. So first off, a lot of times, you know, people think that the flowers that we find at the supermarket come from here in America, right? Well, that is actually untrue. So where we typically get most of our flowers right now is either from Colombia, Ecuador, sometimes Kenya, the Netherlands, or another country that you can find a lot of flowers just because they have a lot of greenhouses that they're able to grow. And so we have to pay a little bit more for flowers this time of year just because the supply and demand is there.
And shipping, I would think that would be expensive to ship them from that far away.
Right, exactly. So we're going to pay a little bit more. I got tickled whenever I was shopping at the grocery store because it said America grown, and I thought, it could have very well been because, you know, in California there is some places that they may have gotten some Netherland growers that have moved into that area where they're able to, you know, provide, you know, those high heating costs and things like that. So you could find some that are grown in, you know, America, but most of the time they're going to be shipped in. So the thing to remember with those flowers is that a lot of times they're shipped in cold storage for a long time, or they're held in cold storage after they've been shipped in. So roses are really the flower of choice for Valentine's Day because they keep in cold storage so well.
Oh, okay.
So people will pay a lot extra for it, so it's more expensive about this time than it was compared to a month ago. And so that's one of the reasons is that they're able to keep in cold storage. Most of the time, if you go to any like cut flower markets, I've been to one in California, they keep like a lot of cardboard around the heads of the roses to kind of keep them real tight. And so they're going to be clipping off the bottom of the stems every so often in order, you know, to get to where they need to be. But really, roses really do represent a global economy, really, because it has to make so many places in a couple of days. So it goes from the farmer to the shipper to the auctioneer to the retailer, all within a couple of days.
And who knew a bouquet of roses went through all that?
Yeah. So it's really interesting, the cut flower industry and what all the steps are. But when you're giving roses at Valentine's Day, think about who you're giving towards, whether it be a friend or, you know, your significant other. A lot of those flowers, colors, especially roses, represent different meanings.
Okay, so tell me what they mean.
So we've got a bouquet here, and so red obviously means love, and you have passion for that individual. So that one is definitely probably the number one that's given at Valentine's Day. Lavender, on the other hand, means love at first sight. Oh, and it also means you're enchanted with that particular individual. So you might want to give maybe a lavender rose. My personal favorite is white, and that just represents purity. It's also given a lot at weddings to represent that individual at that time. But you can give other colors.
Like yellow's my favorite.
Yes, it's a good one. It's a good one. So it represents a lot of friendship and joy in a person. So that really goes across all individuals. You know, a teacher, whether it be a personal friend, a church member, whatever. So that might be the color that you would want to give there. And pink means admiration for somebody. So if you're wanting to look towards that in a particular, you know, bouquet to represent that message, you can have that too. So most of the time, even numbers versus odd numbers, people ask about that. So a lot of florists like to use odd numbers, but they say odd numbers are better than even. So you want to keep the even numbers for like funerals and other occasions, but the odd numbers are generally what you want to look towards. So, you know, there's a lot of other flowers that are at Valentine's Day, but a lot of times people just generally think of the roses as the #1 Valentine's Day flower, but there's a lot more. So,
and you can do like Kristin, you can combine all those colors together and give them to somebody. They can represent it all.
Yes,
so appreciate the information, Kristin. And if you have questions, make sure to contact your local extension office. Thanks for watching and have a great day. If you have questions about today's topic, please call the Warren County Extension Office at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great day.